So I got to ask you, at least from these drafts, we put so much onus on the jungles. How do the teams play around their junglers? Because it feels like we do have skirmish potential between the two of them. So I guess we'll start with WE. What does the Poppy want to do with this comp in a lot of ways?
Real major force coming in from AL. It does feel like they're just giving this over, which is quite surprising to me. But with all that vision on the bot side, WE know they can take this for free, and it looks like it's going to be 3 grubs donated over to Blue Sky.
Okay, well, that is a decision for sure. With a comp that loves team fighting, loves to scale into the moment.
It's WE who's just walking up and taking Dragon for free. Now this Dragon's going to lose at least a bit of value because Soul is very delayed in this game, but still definitely a nice Cloud Drake to get for WE. Because of their vision setup and because of their pressure with the bot lane, is able to start up this Herald, see how much AL want to invest into trying to contest.
They're a little hesitant to walk in, but they're going to move Hope over with Kyle and Tarzan.
Teleport
TP coming in, but the Rift Herald's already going low. Dredgeline connects on the Kyle. He's in a little bit of trouble. Chains of Corruption on the back of it. All the CC chain you could ever ask for coming in through WE. TP comes in. Shanks tries to find it. Monkey flashes preemptively. Really nicely timed. And now Vampire can find an angle if he wants to. Trying to go for Shanks. Shanks sidesteps it. Does flash away from the wall bang. He's actually moving on him now. Tarzan finds an angle on the Vampire, but they left Taeyun. Taeyun flashes over back to the rest of the team. Luckily, WE still have strength in numbers, right? As Flandra tries to find an angle, goes for the double, and he ends up finding the twofold hex. And now Tarzan overextends himself. He gets taunted in the end. Monkey's going to try to chase him down, but it's the clone, guys. You targeted the wrong member. Keeper's Verdict going to come through, and Hope gets just gunned down, or I guess burnt down by Cube. And honestly, I feel like we're right back in that first series. It is a mud-flinging affair, and everybody's dying. Started by WE, and I mean, they already have feats, but damn, 18 minutes in, have full objective control for WE. I'm not saying we're game 1 Andes for this squad, but maybe they are.
The bot lane to get this turret. I mean, everything on the map is theirs right now. AL are playing super reactively. They are going to be able to, take this turret on the top side, which is a nice get from them. I believe they got first turret, which is still pretty huge.
We're still down here to posture around the Atacon.
Yeah, that's the objective here. It's Atacon. AL looking.
They saw that there was only 2 of them there, but they missed the play on the Vampire. Keeper Verdict going to bring 2. The wall bang right into Hope, or at least to take him out as well, straight to the brain. And that's going to be 2 quick kills for WE that leads into the Atacon. Tarzan going to go for a desperate play, tries to get Karis. The stun, the CC, Atacon kills him. Flandra gets the kill in the end, long distance style. And now Tarzan actually has an angle here. I mean, you've already lost Karis. He died with his heroic entrance down. Tarzan could get in here and try to steal this one. They're going to go in with the Between World. Flandre trying to put on his best breathe performance here, but he's getting taken down by Taeyun, who flashes on him. Meanwhile, Tarzan ends up finding the kill on the Vampire, but the Atacon gets reset a little bit. Monkey still in the vicinity so far. Dragon up, Atacon up. WE going to start up the first one of those. Force the hand of AL. They're in a very good position here.
This is a great setup for WE.
Oh, Tarzan! He just goes in on Taeyun. There's a heroic entrance in. It's going to knock up multiple, but they do end up getting the denial on that one. Tarzan now getting burned by the Flame Spitter. Magnet Storm into 3, but they don't have the damage. Hope and Flandre weren't there. You can't go in like that if you don't have your damage.
I was so taken aback by the engage because there was no one in the area to even try and follow up. Flandra getting stunned into the wall.
Now. No, I mean, WE are in a little bit of a pain point here.
They have no health
bars.
They
do have a lot of damage from range, and now TP coming in. They're going to come join
us.
Vampire. Well. It's going to be Vampire with the engage potential, and they're going to go right back to the Dragon. Karis is going to back. He can get back out on the map, but he's not going to have any tools to get there, but it doesn't matter. That 3rd Dragon to WE, we're just rinsing AL right now.
This is what we were talking about. It's the disconnect coming in.
Pushing pressure, but they aren't really going to find anything here. The arrow going to try to hit, but they go in onto Kyle. They get the flash play from Monkey. Kyle gets away with the crash. They do get a decent amount of damage back. That second item spike, Shanks tries to find it. Heroic entrance coming in. They don't have a lot of damage now, though. Hope does have that evolution of his second item, but he still really needs that 3rd. As they go fight for the vision, Kyle going to dodge out of the dredge line. Does miss his shattering strikes. And here's Flandra in the pit, waiting for an angle. 5-on-5, League of Legos. as I think Phil Collins might be wrestling around right now. Tarzan goes in. He's looking for the engage. Chains of Corruption comes right back onto him. Kyle tries to go for the counter on the Magnet Storm, but he's just getting bursted down. It's a front to back for WE that they love to take here. And now you've lost your front line. Dreadline goes a little bit wide. Shank's still waiting for this big trigger pull. He doesn't have flash, but he has the tippers. Hope getting some damage back down as well. Keeper's Verdict goes in. The flash from Cube kind of counter-strike, as now they go back in with the Hope play, but they go on to Hope, and Hope dies. He gets a lot of damage back, and Flandra might be able to pick this one up. Flandra and Tarzan, the guys that AL brought in to be that leadership flagpole to come in, try to get Karis. He does end up going down. Tarzan coming over, and Shanks has made his way back. Taeyun, he's going to get ran down. It's a tippers. It's the damage done by Shanks, and he gets one back. It's a double kill for Cube, though, on the other end, and it is just blood across the rift. Shanks should get ran down by this combo. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a kill back. Does get the CC in there, and Tibbers is there, but it's not going to be to anything for AL as they finally all fall. WE find the advantage.
On at least a little bit, but just opens up the floor for this full health Rumble to take over the back end of the fight. So now you've got a Rumble to worry about on top of the fact that Taeyun, never mind, bye Shanks, see ya.
Okay, and then Tarzan just goes. AL are falling apart at the seams here. They're getting multi-different engages, but they're just falling apart. Hope is getting now ran down by the rest of WE. Flandra goes into the fight. Taeyun is down to Flandra. He does get the kill and tries to get back out. Tarzan now using his clone as a buffer, but gets dragged back to the depths to a double kill to Karis.
Well, I was gonna say it could have been worse for AL. That was the worst that it could have been, where you just get Shanks getting caught out and then Tarzan rage engaging to try and salvage the play. They are able to pick up Taeyun, who I believe had some sort of bounty, at least in that first fight, but that is a disastrous fight. Not only is it now Soul going over to the side of WE, but we will see how that goes. Otacon finally being taken after being danced over for the last 15 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. Like that.
Hope was in the area. It would have been so funny if he stole it, but does go the way of WE.
Bit of setup in this top side for the side of anyone's legend. Their pick potential is still good. And we do have 3.5 items on Hope now. Karis, unfortunately, he's the one that has the global. As the redemption comes through, ends up buying some time, but not going to be nearly enough. TP play coming in from AL. They know that they want to fast play this Baron, so WE are here to poke out, and Hope loses a massive chunk of his health as another redemption reigns. Monkey can't get caught here. Shanks was looking for a CC chain onto him. Flandra on the flank. Flandra goes invisible. Flandra tries to find an angle. Tarzan just trying to get Taeyun, but he goes over a board. He goes over Ham, and now he's trying to get back in with the Cyclone, but Shanks flashes in, tries to get the play. It does nothing. He's about to die. Tibbers also joins that.
Backwards, and that's exactly what WE have been allowed to do in all of these fights. AL, though, now trying to set up and trying to push forward themselves. Teleport coming in.
Oh, that is a big TP, but it's going to be countered here. They go for the preemptive engage between worlds. Going to be pop.
Dead.
Monkey getting low. Can they get him down? Flandra goes to the other side with the between worlds. Karis has finally joined the fight, but now he's getting chunked too. This is what the Gatling gun is really for, as Shanks trying to build up the next stun. Hope is tanking as he's getting rockets back into the back of Vampire. Unfortunately, he gets flashed on, and Monkey goes in with a heroic entrance on the back of him, and they just pick apart AL. Flandra has no damage to put down, and now WE with the Ocean Soul, with the strength at their back, with the wind in their sails, they're looking for a Baron.
What a lot going on to talk about here as the fight's not even over. Of course, that equalizer goes wide. Tarzan could be the next threat, though. You need to get the jungler off the rift.
This is just a forever fight, this entire game. It's actually insane, and WE have just started taking advantage of it. They're losing bodies left and right. Tarzan just bought his GA, and it's already popped as soon as he gets out on the map. And WE get a double kill for their 8-0-9
class coming in from WE, understanding exactly where their pressure comes in and taking advantage of every bit of damage that they have. They're going to get Baron from it, and now you're looking at a situation where, like, where do you even sit if you're AL? Where are you stopping this push coming in at this point? But anything can happen here in the LPL as WE start their siege down mid lane.
They're just gonna win the game.
Noting that it's collapsing bot lane as well. You do still have Flandra pushing on the top side. I don't think he'll be there much longer.
Can get a little bit of a bounty. They're going to lose so much for it, and they can even push for the Nexus turrets here. At some point, Flandra is going to need to stop rage splitting and come join the fight. They want to try to keep something going. They lose another turret, and that's going to be the tier 2 in bot side. Now, hovering over the inhib turret in bot side and taking down a Nexus turret in mid. OPLoLReplay finally quits his little escapades in the sides, comes to join the fight, but it might be too little, too late.
Yeah, it's a nightmare for an engage comp to feel like you can't go in, but here we go.
They go into Kyle. They do get the Chains of Corruption there as well. Don't get the second proc of it, though. But the next minion wave is coming in. The Baron buff still there for a minute and 20.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be tough for AL. Their last line of defense is crumbling.
OPLoLReplay is going to get taunted. Monkey's there. The final Nexus turret falls. Kyle decides he needs to go in. Heroic entrance on top of it all, though, and Kyle gets completely denied. Tarzan getting taken down by Cube in a solo bolo for the 9-0 and 10 top laner, and it is a WE masterclass in game number 1. AL, where have you gone? We don't know, but WE have taken your place, and game 1 is theirs.
We're going all in, and you know
what?
what?
Say we go in or we go to game 3. That's I was gonna say go home, but that doesn't work here. But they are just going all in, and I can appreciate that against WE. A push out of pressure from Monkey, which means he'll get Scuttlecraft.
Yes, a great play here, bot lane.
Hope going all in on Taeyoon. Taeyoon barriering early. Now Hope has the flash. He gets killed. Vampire takes him down, sucks his life right out of his body, and now Kyle is about to join him. He gets the kill back at least. Vampire won't follow through anymore. It's summoner spells everywhere. It's feathers flying, and now it's 1-1.
Right up the map. This can actually turn into an exchange. Mid jungle are both here, and they're trapped.
I mean, Monkey's going to try to fight. He's level 6 now. Can maybe dodge out a lot of the damage. Goes for the flash. 3 talent strike play on a Shank. Shank's going to flash over the wall. They should have known. But Karis goes in. Perfect execution. And it's just that. The namesake of the Akali coming out clutch. As double flag and drag coming out from Tarzan. Monkey gets slam dunked by the Cataclysm. Now Hope trying to get a big feather recall there as they have a lot of damage in. Vampire's completely away from the rest of his team, and Cube is just going to be taken down by Hope. AL have found everything they wanted here in this scuffle. Karis will escape with a nice shirt, can flip out the backside, but the fact that Hope got a kill is huge.
Land that Zenith Blade. The damage coming in from OPLoLReplay cannot be underestimated here on the Gwen. We got to play in the box, though.
Taeyoon, what happened, my friend? We'll have to see how that all happened, but he goes down. Flash and barrier burned.
Oh, no. Man, Taeyoon. We were starting to get excited. AL picking up the grubs as well, all 3 of them. WE will start up on the Dragon here because of all of that pressure, but losing a kill and giving over grubs, certainly not ideal. That gold lead that WE had generated for themselves definitely evaporated at this point, and unfortunately for WE, you need to really keep your foot on the gas. I don't think this team outscales, so at least you're picking up the Dragon.
Part of me
certainly favor AL. Basically from now going forward, as long as they stay on the gas.
I just feel like you hate your life in every sense of the word as Lucian in any of these fights. But if you have the follow through with the rest of the team and you pick Kyle, maybe it doesn't matter as Monkey gets himself on the board with a kill. Hope taking the 1v1. They left Taeyoon. Taeyoon's getting 1v1 by Hope. Now going to have the culling on the back end.
It's why I really wanted to highlight earlier how important it was that Karis picked up that kill in that fight, because I think getting the Akali into a good spot could be huge, and we can see that here. Man, Shanks just takes so much damage. He's going for it.
Gets the solo bolo. Karis has come to play. They do have Monkey having popped his Crescent Guard. Tarzan looking for an angle over the wall. Goes for it. Slam dunk straight onto 2. No hot pot delivery, but it's going to be delivered nonetheless, and Vampire is going to be caught out by the rest of AL. OPLoLReplay gets his kill as now Weaver's wall from Shanks is going to come over and claim Monkey, and AL use some of that connectivity to make it happen.
Mazel, I'm gonna lose my mind. Pressure on if WE can play around this Akali. The champion can really take over in the late game, but again, Shanks caught.
This is the side lane pressured Cube. He gets the kill. Okay, there's the response coming out though. Kyle wants to take the engage. AL moving over.
Karis waiting to TP. You can see him sitting in the bush on the top side as Monkey takes this Dragon. We'll see it go down. This looks like could even be a flip.
Vampire tries to go in. Everything's been used by Vampire. He's by himself. Dragon was the focus from WE. A bit split focus here. Karis trying to find his angle, trying to find his moment. Monkey gets engaged on now. Taeyoon's on the backside of the fight, getting dunked on. Cataclysm going through. Karis gets taken down. Monkey gets 1 kill back. Doesn't get much else though, but the hammer slammer from Cube might not be enough either. Tarzan does get the kill at the end, and AL, they take almost everybody from WE in that fight.
You look forward with that. We're still at a gold neutrality.
Tarzan haters in shambles. My new age jungle king, as yeah, Shanks. He's the butt of the joke in this game at this point, as he is completely taking down the side lane again. We'll go down for the 5th time. AL trying to keep their head above water, but 1,000 gold down just about as WE take down the side lane turrets.
Yeah, this game continues to be really, really close on a knife's edge, but it's Tarzan who's going to be starting up the Herald. The teleport is being committed. They want to contest this.
He's just able to take that one and get out. Karis has a flank, but he needs to be really careful. Flandre can 100-0 him as did you see Tarzan just go into the fight? He just went on the wrong side of the fight there by himself, just maybe trying to buy time for the team.
2 dragons already acquired for WE. If you're worried about scaling with Jace and with Xinjiao and with Lucian, Ocean Soul can solve a lot of that, but it's Kyle once again.
Weaver's Wall coming into. They're going to get Karis out of there. Vampire probably not so lucky. They go into
Oh my god, Karis is going in!
Focus. Karis found that angle. They do have the 1-for-1 trade now. Hope's going to pop the Featherstorm. The Blade Caller isn't up. No! WE find exactly what they want, and it's the heart of AL. They'll take a big old bite of it, and that's WE taking full control of game 2.
No, it's so difficult now to get into this pit. The dragon is going down, and AL are making the call to just take the mid lane turret. They're giving over Soul Point,
He's TPing,
and they're
but
pushing
it's so
down
late.
mid.
Oh, that's such a massive play from WE, just ensuring their next play on the dragon in 5 minutes. And AL weren't even able to get much damage on the tier 2 mid, and Karis still has a flank. They're going to go in the fight as Solar Flare goes wide. Crescent Guard in the middle of everybody. He's blocking so much damage, but they focus on a Karis. Karis is the focus right now, but the shock blast, the damage is on a Flandre. Flandre was 4-0-4, and he's gone. The neutral objective control WE have had over AL has been incredible to watch, but now they've overextended a little bit more as
Cube is
comes
here,
in
though.
from Cube. Cataclysm comes through. Are they going to get the Hammer Slam back? He has no exit tools. He has to give his life. The Atacon now in the 50-50 state as Tarzan goes for the kill on a Vampire. They go turn it. Karis just obliterates all of AL. Tarzan tried to make a play, but it doesn't matter.
Karis is styling on them. Tarzan trying to get to the Otacon, but will not have the opportunity. That is Otacon going to WE. It's another fight win.
Oh my
and it
God,
looks like maybe another kill for Taeyun here. Oh, man.
No way. The game 1 Andy in the system of the LCK and LCK Challengers. He has made a home here on WE. And while we won't have a little bit of attention to pay to him right now, AL pay a whole heap of attention.
Really a great pick, quite frankly, for them, because they get the bot turret because of that as well. It's a lot of gold going on Flandre, as much as we talk about what they're doing now, which is getting priority over the area first. They need to make sure they don't have to walk into Jace, Shock Blast,
This is bold.
Karis in threat.
This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Karis just baited the entirety of AL, but he might just die for it. He goes for the alcove game, and the needlework has been popped. Karis trying to get away from Flandre, who flashes onto him. He's getting out. He uses the Seekers. I just talked about it. He does end up going down, but it might just mean that WE wiped the fight. Overextended, caught with their hand in the cookie jar, and getting it bit off is AL. The Pandas have not shown up in this series, and WE have.
It's just unbelievable stuff. It's everything committed to the Akali you talked about. Oh, what happens if the Akali gets caught? Well, if it takes 15 seconds to kill it, then all of a sudden you've got everything for WE as the dragon has started. This is Soul.
Okay, they're going to go for it. Oh, the double knock up there. Hope is going to use the Featherstorm. The Blade Caller, it's not enough. He's by himself. The last hope has been dashed of AL in the final regular season series. AL have been taken down a peg by WE. That's Soul. That is full map control. Like, the Chad level, the aura, if you will, for WE to pick these 3 that they did on red side against AL and to have it work out in their favor. Now they're going to force the hand on the Baron, but it's an overextension for AL again. Karis tries to go in. Look at this. They all focus on him. Does he have Zanya? No, he just goes for the kill, Shanks. He's 3 levels down, and it doesn't even matter. Karis is just handing him one, and it is a fat L at this point. Back onto the Baron goes WE, and Karis still has an angle.
Yeah, it's still terrifying for AL. They're down a member in this fight. Karis might be low health, but he's certainly not low resource in terms of the damage that he has at his disposal. He's going to go here.
He wants it. Oh my god, he does so much. He got the shuriken flip on a Hope. Hope gets targeted down. He's going to use the Featherstorm. The Blade Caller's not even going to come out. Karis is just throwing shurikens left and right. I thought we were watching Naruto, as that's a double kill for Karis, and they just wiped the fight. AL are aced, and WE might finally just beat another team that's not named FPX in the LPL Split 3 regular season.
Leave it to WE to step up in the last possible moment in the situation where everybody least expects them to figure it out. They grab the Baron here. It's a 10k gold lead. Monkey, Taeyun, everybody, they've been excellent.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I think I hear like the beeping of a construction truck. I think that AL are getting steamrolled right now, and W are sitting there all on top and having a wonderful time of it. They absolutely just get rolled in their own jungle.
And I think that might be it, Mazel. I think we might be seeing the siege of the base be taken here by WE. What a series. The underdogs, a team that everyone counted out. You can't count out WE. If they've proven anything, they have proven that. A team full of players rejected by other orgs. Back with confidence going into the play-ins.
Their other 2 series wins were against FPX, but this time against the Might that is one of the top 4 beasts of the LPL Group Ascend. They will 2-0 sweep.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.